Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
The idea of finding a windfall of money is all most of us ever dream of, right? Just picture it, finding a treasure trove worth millions of dollars. That would change your life overnight, right? Unfortunately, that's not the case. No matter how deep you dig below your suburban home, the only thing you tend to find are bottle caps and dimes. Oh man, that really sucks. However, there are a few people who have struck gold in their backyard, quite literally. With that being said, let's take a look at 10 amazing treasures found in private homes and mines. You won't believe the value of these invaluable hoards. Number 10. Staffordshire Hoard, $4.1 million. On July 5, 2009, Terry Herbert, an amateur treasure hunter, was searching a newly plowed farm field near Hammerwich, Staffordshire, England, when his metal detector pinged. With the permission of the landowner, Fred Johnson, over 5 days of digging, 3,500 objects were pulled from the ground. They were part of what came to be the Staffordshire Hoard. It is composed solely of military objects, with no vessels or eating utensils or jewelry. It included over 11 pounds of gold, 3 pounds of silver, and semi-precious garnets. The garnets would have come from as far away as Sri Lanka or Afghanistan. The objects were most likely created during the 6th and 7th centuries. At that time, the location was part of the Anglo-Saxon kingdom of Mercia. It's possible that the hoard was buried in 875 AD when the area came under attack by Vikings. In November 2009, the hoard was valued at $3.285 million, and the Birmingham Museum and Art Gallery launched a fundraising effort to raise enough money to buy it. With only 3 weeks to go before a deadline, that amount was raised. Today, the hoard is displayed at the Birmingham Museum. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 9. The CATILLON 2 Hoard, $10 million. Sometime in the early 1980s, metal detection enthusiasts Ray Mead and Richard Miles encountered a woman who told them a strange story. She said that her father, a farmer on the British island of Jersey in the English Channel, had discovered silver coins while plowing his field. Mead and Miles approached the farmer, who gave them permission to search, but only for 10 to 15 hours right after the field's crops were harvested. 30 years later, Mead and Miles were still searching when in June 2012, they spotted coins. Calling in some professional archaeologists, the coins slowly made their way out of the ground, all 68,000 of them. The hoard also contained gold neck torques, a sort of open-ended necklace, and glass beads. Archaeologists determined that the hoard was buried around 30 BC to 40 BC, who were known as the Coriosolite tribe of Celts. They were most likely fleeing from a Roman invasion. Julius Caesar was the Roman emperor at the time. The CATILLON 2 Hoard is the largest hoard of gold jewelry and Celtic coins ever discovered. Number 8. St. Albans Hoard, $100,000. In September 2012, Wesley Carrington went into a shop in the English town of Berkhamsted and bought a beginner's metal detector. He then went out to hunt for coins on a farm field. Little did he know that this simple feat would change his life completely. What Carrington found is one of the largest hoards of Roman gold coins ever found in Great Britain. It included 159 Roman solidi, which date to the late 4th century AD. This was when the Roman occupation of Britain ended. The coins were struck during the reigns of Emperors Gratian, Valentinian II, Theodosius I, Arcadius, and Honorius, and they were far more valuable than the typical silver and bronze Roman coins. During the 4th century AD, St. Albans was the important Roman town of Verulamium, and the coins are now displayed at the Verulamium Museum. Number 7. HOXNE Hoard, $3.8 million. On November 16, 1992, tenant farmer Peter Watling had lost a hammer in a farm field just southwest of the village of Hoxne in Suffolk, England. The tenant asked his friend, Eric Laws, to use his metal detector to find the hammer. What Laws found instead were silver spoons, gold jewelry, and gold and silver coins. After alerting authorities, a team of archaeologists were dispatched to the site, and they excavated it in a day. What they unearthed was the largest hoard of late Roman gold and silver ever discovered in Britain. The HOXNE Hoard is also the largest collection of 4th and 5th century coins found anywhere in the Roman Empire. Among the items in the hoard were 569 gold coins, 14,272 silver coins, 24 bronze coins, 29 gold jewelry pieces, 98 silver spoons and ladles, a silver vessel handle shaped like a tigress, and 4 pepper pots, including the Empress pepper pot. In 1993, England's Treasure Valuation Committee valued the hoard at $1.75 million, or $3.5 million in 2018. That amount was paid to Watling and Laws. Number 6. The CUERDALE Hoard, $3.2 million. On May 15, 1840, a group of workers were repairing the embankment of the River Ribble in CUERDALE, which is near Preston, England. They dug up a lead box which contained one of the largest Viking hoards ever found. The hoard consisted of over 8,600 items, including silver coins, jewelry, and silver ingots. While most of the items were created in eastern England Viking settlements, some of them came from Scandinavia, Italy, and Byzantium. The coins were most likely buried between 903 AD and 910 AD, right after the Vikings had been expelled from Dublin. Surprisingly, Preston folklore was that anyone who stands on the south bank of the River Ribble and looks upriver would be within sight of the richest treasure in England. The treasure was given to Queen Victoria, and it is currently on display at the British Museum. The CUERDALE Hoard was included in the 2003 BBC documentary, Our Top 10 Treasures. Number 5. SRODA Treasure, $120 million. On June 8, 1885, workers were demolishing an old building in the Polish town of SRODA when they found a vase. In it were over 3,000 silver coins dating to the 14th century. When demolition work moved to a nearby building, silver coins and gold florin coins were found. Enterprising locals started scouring the municipal landfill where debris from the buildings had been taken. That's when things took an eye-popping turn. Items found included a gold women's crown that most likely belonged to the first wife of Emperor Charles IV, 2 12th century gold pendants, 2 13th century gold pendants, a medieval gold clasp containing precious stones, and a sapphire ring. It has been determined that the treasure belonged to Emperor Charles IV, who likely pawned it to raise funds to support his claim to the title of the King of Romans. The SRODA treasure is displayed at the Regional Museum in Swятославська. The owner of the hoard is the National Museum in Wrocław, Poland. Number 4. CAESAREA Sunken Treasure, Priceless. In February 2015, a violent storm churned up Israel's Mediterranean coastline. The next morning, Zvika Thayer was scuba diving off the ancient port town of CAESAREA when something caught his eye. The seafloor was littered with gold coins having Arabic script on both sides. The coins were dinars, minted during the reign of Caliphs al-Hakim and his son al-Zahir. At that time, CAESAREA was part of the Islamic Fatimid dynasty, and the time period was just before the First Crusade in 1095 AD. CAESAREA has a long and storied past. It flourished in 400 BC as a Phoenician and Greek trading post. Around 96 BC, it was ruled by Queen Cleopatra. After the area was conquered by Rome, it was ruled by Herod the Great, and by 6 AD, it was the capital of the Roman province of Judea and home to Pontius Pilate. In all, over 2,000 coins have been pulled from the sea, and they are all 24 karat, having a purity in excess of 95%. Number 3. The PANAGYURISHTE Treasure, Priceless. on December 8, 1949. Brothers Pavel, Petko, and Mikhail Dikov were searching for clay at a tile factory near Panagyrishte, Bulgaria, when one of the brothers found what looked like a whistle and other objects. The brothers then took them to the mayor's office. The whistle was actually a solid gold ceremonial drinking horn dating to the 4th century BC. There were also golden decanters, golden dishes, and golden vases. In all, 13 pounds of 24-karat gold was unearthed. The items date to between the 4th and 3rd centuries BC and are thought to have belonged to the Thracian king Seuthes III. The items might have been buried to hide them from the invasions by the Celts or Macedonians. The treasure is displayed at the Plovdiv Regional Historical Museum. We've now come to the best pick of the day. Let's be honest, what would you do if you found such a treasure? I don't know about you, but I'd quit my job the very next day. As hard as it is to admit, this lucky son of a gun is sorted for life. Number 2, the Saddle Ridge Hoard, value unknown. In February 2013, a Northern California couple were walking their dog on their large rural property when something caught their eye. It was a large rusty can. After prying it out of the ground, the couple was amazed to find the can contained gold coins. After using a metal detector, they unearthed 8 cans filled with 1,427 gold coins that all dated from between 1847 and 1894. The couple then noticed an old can hanging from a tree and an odd-shaped rock on a nearby hillside. These two markers pointed directly to the burial site. The coins consisted of $20, $10, and $5 denominations, and when the couple contacted Kagan's, a numismatics firm in Tiburon, California, they learned that many of the coins were in uncirculated or mint condition. In fact, many of the coins were the finest specimens of their kind ever found. Questions immediately arose as to whether the Saddle Ridge Hoard could be the result of a theft from the US Mint. Number 1. Bactrian Gold, Priceless. A year before the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. As always, thanks for watching.